Welcome back for this second quarterfinal match. My name's Anand. I'm here in the box joined with Ambrish Tanna, who's the captain of the... These guys aren't even giving me a chance to give an introduction. Ambrish almost had a first wicket. Ambrish is the captain of the Scarborough Strike Force, joining me in the box today. His match is coming up after this one, if I'm not correct.
Yes,
it is.
Yes.
Welcome, Ambrish.
Thank you so much for the invitation. That was a drop catch from Kapi Bhai. And it was an easy one as well.
Roma's turned into a good bowler. He's used as a third or fourth bowler before. He's an opening strike bowler for them now.
What a progress for him, eh? And he's consistent. 3 overs, couple of wickets, couple runs.
And there you go, a couple wides too, I think.
Couple wides as well, yes. The wides have been a problem throughout the tournament.
Roma's third delivery. That's a good one. Ball stayed low on the offside. You'll see as the tournament progresses, that continues to be an issue as the ball continues to stay low.
Yeah, that's been consistent.
Not giving you tips for your match, but I'm sure you know this is your 10th, 11th, 12th tournament, 13th tournament. You've been playing in APL from the beginning.
It's been a blessing to play in this tournament. 13 long years.
Strong inner circle fielding, to be honest, by Peterborough. Peterborough is one of the strongest teams, in my opinion, in this tournament. They've continued to be consistent throughout their captainship with Hardik, Kapi Bhai behind the wickets, Arpit Bhai. They've got some strong players they picked up in the auction as well.
Yes, a very, very good team. And Hardik Bhai's captaincy is top-notch. There you go. 1 over 2 runs. Very, very, very consistent.
Speaking of the captain, here he comes. He's going to bowl the second over of this power play. I faced him a few times. He's consistent, but he'll throw 1 or 2 short balls in the over, and those could be expensive. Let's see if he's cleaned it up.
There you go.
Good length there, good length. Pushes it off onto the leg side. Looks like he's going to get away from 4. Nope.
Good fielding on the boundary.
They took 2 runs there. Saurabh's a big wicket, to be honest. He's a very classy batsman. Let's see if Hardik can pick up a wicket here.
Oh, he almost got him. Almost got him. The ball is staying low, and that's the main reason, right? People are giving away their wickets. They have to get under the ball, and sometimes that is the best way to hit a ball anywhere on the ground.
Oh, that full toss is hit onto the leg side, but once again, the fielding placement has been nice. They just sneak away just 1 run.
Well, Hardik Bhai got away with that, eh?
He did. Saurabh is also looking at himself, thinking that he should have pulled that to the leg side a little more. They're definitely making contact, that's for sure, but Ketan's known more as a bowler, and they brought him out as an opening batsman too, so he's looking to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part about it, right? Take advantage of the power play. Ketan Bhai and Saurabh Bhai both are good batsmen, right? Let's see. And
that's that.
That's out. I was just saying a couple minutes ago that ball is getting pretty low, and you have to get under the ball, but Saurabh Bhai completely missed it, and the stumps are shattered. That's a big wicket, Anand Bhai.
Huge wicket, to be honest. It was like the wicket in the previous quarterfinal match. Divya, who was a big pickup for them, went. It looks like Saurabh also went. He did a little damage, but not enough, I think, to impact the game.
And here comes one of my favorite players in the tournament, Yogin Bhai. All these AVM kids, Nishkam, Yogin Bhai, Sudarshan, Chaitanya, all these guys are like upcoming, and Yogin Bhai is one of my favorite players to watch in this tournament. I hope he gets good runs.
He's been like me. His weakness is when the ball stays low. It's a tough one. Looks like he came in with the mentality to get one ball off. He's got fans here today, so he's hopefully going to turn it up here.
Yeah, I'm certainly a fan. Looking forward to a big innings, but it's ended the over, 2 overs, 6 runs. Again, power play not being utilized to the potential. They lost 1 wicket and a big one, Saurabh. Akshay Bhai is the new bowler. Oh, steady line and length, right outside the off stump.
Pretty good action to it.
Pretty good. He reminds me of Ashok Dinda. He used to play for Team India. His jumps is just like Ashok Dinda, but bowls much, much better than him.
Pushed off onto the leg side. Should be just one. Based on the way the batsmen are running, they're definitely just taking one.
Hardik Bhai just motivating Akshat Bhai from the boundary, saying keep it up. Line and length has been solid so far.
It was close one. Looks like the umpire felt that just was on the inside. He did not give the wide, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did not. It was a close one to call, I guess.
Pushed onto the offside. There is a fielder there, so it's probably going to be just one. Yogin just pushed it onto the off. He's typically a leg side player, to be honest, but you take what the bowler gives you in this instance, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot from Yogin Bhai. I mean, ball was outside the off stump and he just flicked it for a single, so good batting.
Up in the air, looks like the bowler has an easy catch. And that's the end of Ketan's day. On the batting crease, we'll definitely see him from the bowling side.
2 big wickets. Saurabh Bhai and Ketan Bhai now. Akshay Bhai has been spot on. All they have to do is stay on the crease, right? Runs will come. Every ball cannot be hit for a boundary. You have to be smart to pick your battles. Single double is the only way forward from now. 2 wickets down. This is the 3rd over.
Akshay finishes off the over, just giving up 3 runs and picking up a wicket. That was a big over. It looks like the run rate is just at 3. Not going to be enough, in my opinion. Once again, anything can happen, but not going to be enough, in my opinion. If they don't crack 65, 70 has got to be the minimum once the playoffs hit.
Yeah, 3 overs, 9 runs, 2 wickets. I think the average playoff score right now is just above 65. So anything above 65 is a pretty good score. But you got to be consistent. You have to stay on the crease. Runs will flow.
Yeah, the play-in games on Friday were quite tight. Most ended quite early. And I got to check the stats. I don't know if all the ones that were defending, they did, right? They were the winners? Chasing one, sorry. Most of the ones that were chasing, I see.
Yeah, all the 4 teams who played on Friday and the chasing teams won.
Kevin Bhai has 2 balls thrown and 2 runs taken.
Yeah,
it's not a pace, that's for sure. I guess he's trying to tempt the batsman to try and hit him, pick up some wickets that way. There's his first dot ball.
That's Actually, the ball hit the stumps, but Bales did not fall off. So I think that was not out.
That happened in the previous match as well. The bells just didn't dislodge on a couple. One was a bold, potential bold, and one's a run out.
And ball gets slow as well after hitting the bat, right? So
Oh my goodness, that batsman is frustrated by missing that one. I think Captain Hardik is also encouraging the bowler, but he's got a smile on his face because he knows that they got away with one on that one.
that was a slower delivery on by. We call it Chuckly. And it was a pretty good delivery, and batsman was frustrated that he couldn't get the bat on the ball.
There you go, last ball of the over, and he gets away with just 2 runs surrendered.
There's still one ball to go.
I apologize, 1 ball to go, it says. Dropped on the boundary. Nope, I think he was safe. He didn't cross the boundary. It looks like the fielder said that he did stop it from getting out, but that should have been a catch. He was right in his hands. Would have been a big one for Kevin. He gave up 3 runs. Should have been 2 and a wicket, but looks like it was just 3 runs after 1 over.
That's a costly drop, if you ask me, Anbhai, because at this stage, if you take that catch, there's 3 down. Right? You're putting pressure back on MONSOON, but I mean, if you drop a catch like this, it's gonna backfire on you.
What's the saying? Catches win.
Catches win matches, 100%.
Absolutely. And after that drop, we get the benefit of coming to bowl now for Pitpai. He dropped that on the boundary, and he's come back with a dot ball.
It was a close one again. I felt it was a wide, but the umpire thinks the other way. But otherwise, my bad.
You're asking, you shall receive. There comes a wide ball again. Looks like Arpit is focused on the offside.
Ball doesn't lie. Akshay Bhai from the boundary is shouting no run, and
Wicketkeeper Kapibai pushing to make sure that the batsmen know that it's going to be a tight fielding on the inner circle. The boundary is tight. That target of 70 is looking real far right now.
Arpit Bhai is a good bowler. He's very consistent with his line and length. I haven't seen him bowl a short ball yet in the tournament. What do you think is a good score on this for this game, Anbhai? 2 wickets down. This is the 5th over.
Peterborough has a strong batting lineup, so a predicted score versus a good score is day and night. Honestly, I think that they're going to get close to 60, maybe 62, 65. But I think that might be a little short depending on Peterborough's batting lineup. They've got some pretty big hitters on that team.
Yeah, I agree. At least they need to get 65 runs on the board to defend it. Like you said, Peterborough has a good batting lineup.
Looks like Yogin settled in though. He seems to be middling it a bit, and that's it. Just as I say it, run out. Silly mistake. Aman from the boundary throws it in directly to the bowling end and picks up a cheap wicket in my opinion, but it could be an expensive one, and I'll tell you why. The batsman coming in is one of the strongest ones I've seen, Divyam. Unique in the way he bats, but his consistency is amazing.
You know, run out is the worst way to get out. Like, why would you give away your wicket? I mean, you still have 7 overs to go. You have 8 wickets in hand. Why would you run for that? Like, you see the fielder, he has the ball in his hands. But I agree now. I think this is going to be a big fish. Divyam Bhai is probably one of the best all-rounders we have seen in this tournament. So Peterborough have to be very careful, because if he gets going, then the game can change in a fraction of a second. So
No, absolutely. And runouts can also change the game. And I know it's easy for us to sit here and say, why'd you take that run? But the pressure building up between the wickets for the batsmen, they see that score. They're not even at 20 yet. It does impact them. Whether we like it or not, they can do the math all they want. But sitting there on the strike, you really want to pick up those runs and push it for your team. You know, before you know it, that strategic timeout's going to be on you. You'll have your 2 power play overs and you're done. And that pressure is going to really push. So I know they have wickets in hand, so they're going to stay aggressive. But run out, bad way to go.
I agree. Oh, it's in the air. It's in the air, and he's
Speaking of
caught.
bad ways to go. Oh my goodness. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. All the good things we said about Divyam still stand. That's a tough one. That hit the top curtain and was caught. But you know what else is coming in? Amit Bajwani is coming in. Also a strong batsman. So don't take this team for granted. They do have batsmen, but that score at 16 is looking pretty tough up there.
Yeah, Divyam Bhai, like I said, it was a big fish. Unfortunate way of getting out, but again, that's how it is in this tournament. You have to take time being on the pitch. But again, like you said, Amit Bhai is also a good batsman, and he can also take away the game from you. I don't want to jinx it anymore. I let the batsman take the course, but let's see what happens. They're 4 down, I believe, on 16 runs. And this is the 6th over happening. Still 5 balls to go in this over.
And the monsoon, the way same way wickets are falling here, they can fall on the other side too. This is the game, right? Giovanni being patient. I think he's going to... This is the partnership that I think is going to be the most important of this match. Maybe I'll look back and, be totally incorrect. But I think if Giovanni can play and get you 12, 13, 14, 15 runs, Yogin is already, settling in. He's hitting the ball. It doesn't show it on the scoreboard. He has 3 runs off 6 balls. But I think that for him to actually hit the ball and get things going, and there you go. I've jinxed it again. I give up. Giovanni did make contact, but he's headed back to the pavilion.
I said I don't want to jinx it, but they have to stay on the crease, Anbhai. I know it is very difficult to sit here and talk about it, but they have 6 overs in hand. You have to stay on the crease and runs will flow. Like you just said, Yogin is a set batsman. If somebody who has to go after it, it should be Yogin. But
I agree, but you're also there to play. It's a 12-over match. That ball, if you see it on the replay, was an offside ball, and he pulled it onto the leg side, which is tough. I'm one to talk. That's my typical style. But if he would have just pushed it onto the off and just started getting a little set, I think he's a batsman that's a dangerous one. So, once again, they're deep.
yeah, and that was a good catch by Akshay Bhai on the boundary. We have a stoppage here, some technical difficulties with the scrolling. But MONSOON is a good team. The only problem is that they have lost 5 wickets now. So it's only 16 runs on the board. They still have the game in their hand. If they play sensibly, if they play smartly, they can still get over 50 runs, I believe. But they have to be very, very smart in picking their battles. They cannot hit every ball out of the park. So very good delivery. Very, very good delivery. Right on the money.
The delivery was good, but I think the batsman also was saying, let's just settle this in. Let's, get this moving. So Siddharaj is not a brand new player to APL. He's played for many years as well. He plays on the season ball as well. He's not a super power hitter, but I think that he'll be able to help turn this around if he can just get settled a bit.
100%. And he's very, very good in reading the bowler. That was a good ball, and he defended it very smartly as well.
Kevin's got 2 more in this over. He's got 1.45 runs and 2 wickets. He's turning into an impact bowler for sure for them.
That's a wide ball. I want one of my favorite players in the tournament, Yogin Bhai, to get some runs here. He settled in nicely, so if he plays smartly, I guess he'll get some runs. So,
but the thing with Kevin Bhai bowling, he's bowling slow. So Yogin has to use all of his own power to send that ball out. Whereas if you have a pace bowler, you're using that pace to actually knock it out. So that's why, in my opinion, from a Peterborough perspective, they've set up the fielding really well. They've got the strong fielders on the leg side, and they're just tempting the batsman to go ahead and hit. A score of 21 is not going to do it. Those wickets are going to go, and I think that's a big piece. So these slow bowlers are the most important bowlers, in my opinion, in this tournament. And as I speak, there's another wicket, exactly as we said, onto the offside. He just tempted him, and they took the bait.
And it was actually a low full toss as well. So good catch on the boundary. Wickets are falling. 6 down on 21 runs. Like I said, from now, I think they still have 6 overs to go. Even if they get like 20 runs, they'll still get them over 40. I thought it was Hardik by bowling, but now Romil Bhai is coming in the. I think he's gonna bowl the 7th over. Hardik Bhai decided that Romil Bhai is the best option in this scenario right now. There's some confusion. They wanted to send somebody else, but now I see a new batsman walking in. 6 overs is a lot of time for them to score at least 30 more runs. And they still have 5 wickets in hand. My bad. Romil Bhai is ready for his over. Pretty good shot on the long off area. Just a single. Romil Bhai is very consistent with his bowling. Again, the same shot, same fielder, same result. 1 run added to the total. Oh, what a delivery. What a delivery. There's some uneven bounce on the pitch as well. Yogin Bhai could not read the ball. Stump to stump line. Very consistent bowling from Romil Bhai. 2 more balls remaining in this over. The score is steady. 23 runs, the loss of 6 wickets. Later on the leg side, Yogin Bhai could not read the ball. He wanted to smack it on the leg side, but completely missed the delivery. Oh my goodness, there is a mix-up, but the non-striker gets back in the crease on time, and that's the end of the over. 7 overs, 23 runs with a loss of 6 wickets. Good flick on the offside, but just a single. Again, just flicked on the leg side of the wicket for a single. These two players are playing smartly currently. That was pretty close to call it a wide, but a dot ball. Arpit by Gandhi with his, I think, second over. And that was a no ball given by the umpire Devang Prajapati. It was just over the waist high. So it's a free hit, boys. Let's see what Yogin Bhai does. Oh, that was a ball to hit, but Yogin Bhai completely missed. Two more balls to go. Oh, quick single, and Yogin Bhai gets back in the crease in time. So last ball of the over. Akshay Bhai Gajera on strike. And that's a wide ball, I believe. Yes, it is. These runs are crucial. Arpit Bhai Gandhi has to, you know, be vigilant about where he bowls his last ball. And that's a good shot on the offside, but just a single. Fielding has been very tight by Peterborough Timberwolves. And it's a strategic timeout.
That was a drop catch. Could have been a big wicket. Drop catch. Yogin just took a single off of that. He's at 10 off of 17. .33 for 6 after 9. This is going to be pretty easy for Peterborough from what I see and what I've seen with their batting. But this is cricket, my friends. Anything can happen. That's the end of the over. 36 for 6 after 10. Looks like they're giving the ball to Romilba. Is going to come in for the 11th. Pushed onto the offside. Aman collects it. Just one run. Romil has an economy of 2.3. Let's see if he can keep this up. His line and length has been tight, but Yogin has now had a few looks at him. There's a dot ball with some tight fielding in the inner circle. 2 players on the outside due to the power play. Yogin looking to capitalize on the power play with that stroke, but just missed it on the offside. Another dot ball for Romil. Getting that economy under 2, which is unheard of in APL. 2.4 for 5 runs. Misfield. They squeeze one, and they're looking to get a run out is what they wanted to do, it looks like. I know they're trying to stay aggressive, but that is expensive. Here we go with the 7th wicket down, 38 runs. Sneaky run taken by Darshan. Sorry for the short delay. There seems to be a little bit of a technical issue. The batsman, actually, his name is Darshan. The scoring team here is just making a slight adjustment to get the right batsman on the screen. Hardik patiently waits to start his over. Misfield could have been real expensive for MALTON Monsoon as well. At this point, they do have to stay aggressive. They only have a few opportunities left. We're at 11.1, 11.2 being delivered. Darshan with a nice stroke, and he is gone. Caught. Looked like it was good contact, but unfortunately for him, he's headed back to the pavilion as the manager steps in now. Known as DC, Dhrubai coming in. Picking up wickets. Jay on strike. Hardik looking for a hat trick here. Adding some insult to injury. Luckily, he doesn't get that hat trick. Luckily for MALTON, unlucky for Peterborough. But the score at 39 is very lucky for Peterborough. They're doing really well. They're a strong batting team, as we've mentioned a few times. Anything can happen in this game, but I'll tell you this much. It is looking heavily swayed towards Peterborough. Minor adjustments in the field as the power play continues. Two players set in the straight. Nobody on the leg or full offside. Appeal from the keeper, but it looks like the umpire is saying no. The batsman is also smiling, so it might have been a nick, I think, but let's see. Only after the game we'll find out. Right now, Yogan at 13 off of 25 balls. Typically, he's a fast player, but it looks like he has been the only steady batsman for the team. Yogan gets him to 40. And that is the end of the first inning. 41 to win. Should be easy, but anything can happen. See you guys in a bit. Here we go, the second innings. Saurabh to Aman. Second ball, looks like Peterborough is going to play very, very conservatively. Maybe could have squeezed out a run there, but playing it safe. Aman on strike again from Saurabh. I'm welcoming Sahish Nusha into the box, captain of the Brampton Bombers. Had a pretty good tournament this year. Unfortunately, he and I are sitting in the box as captain, vice captain of the Brampton Bombers.
Good
Welcome,
morning,
Sahish.
everyone. Thank you. Aman and Ashish by 3 balls so far. Looks like this weekend ball is not bouncing as much as it used to be last weekend. Almost all of these games were low scoring games. Very good back foot shot.
Push onto the leg side. Aman finally opens up the account for the team. For himself, sorry, 4 runs off 4 balls.
Saurabh bhai. Very good ball. Ball stayed very low. This weekend ball is not bouncing as much as it used to be.
Saurabh's going to go with his last delivery here. Aman's a fairly strong batsman. He's been playing in the league for quite some time. He's a strong bowler as well, but he switched to be a batsman, and they brought him in as the opening batsman. Just as we say that,
And
he's walking back to the pavilion. What do you think about that wicket? And, you know, I said Peterborough has a strong team, but it definitely looks like that target of 42, they shouldn't take it lightly.
No, and you're right about Aman. Like Aman used to be even an impact bowler until last year, and now this year, Peterborough is trying something new, and so far they are successful. New batsman coming on the crease, Josh by.
So the dangerous batsman, in my opinion, who hasn't even faced the ball yet, is Ashish Bhai. He's a powerful batsman. He's a lefty batsman, which messes up with the fielding rotation and setup as well. In the power play, this is going to be the first ball he faces from Amit Jiwani. Captain has taken the ball in the second over. So let's see how this plays out. Righty to a lefty here.
Oh, very good attempt here. Another chance for run out, but
Amazing effort. Almost had that in hand. And
must they run out?
the run out was also a missed opportunity. They had 2 wickets there that they just dropped.
Yeah, but earlier your comment about the Ashish Bhai, he is very, very key for this game because of the low-scoring game. Good, healthy one big over from him can completely close the game for Peterborough.
Fielding adjustments here. They've taken 2 fielders in the straight, left the leg open and the full offside open for Josh. Dot ball from it. Looks like it's paid off. His fielding setup is paid off, but in my opinion, that's a dangerous setup in the power play. Knowing Amit, he does bowl and take wickets, but 1 or 2 may come short, and at that point, Josh may penalize him. What do you think?
Yeah, no, there we go. Oh, he hit straight to the fielder, but this could be easy boundary, and this is a free hit. And free hit for Ashish Bhai. It's going to be very interesting.
It's a tough one to catch, that's for sure, for the fielder. Hit right at him, but I think it was more in self-defense, more than attempt to catch, but it was a close one.
Again,
Free hit pushed off onto
Just one.
his leg side, taking 1 run.
I don't think they need to change anything. They if they keep rotating the strike, if they keep scoring ones and twos in the next 4 or 5 overs, I think they are in very good condition.
There's a weak appeal, strong appeal from the keeper, a weak appeal from the bowler.
Amit Bhai has a lot of variation. He's very experienced um, cricketer, especially for this turf. He's playing in APL in this ground since we started in 2014, I think.
Yep, no, that's correct. And he's been a MONSOON player. And he's been pushed off to the leg side for 4 runs. Josh getting a quick boundary at the end of the over, last ball of the over.
Yep.
He picks up 4 runs, 14 for 1 after the 2 power play overs. So now they're going to head into, I'm going to assume, a more tight fielding on the boundaries, but they're going to have to set up and play aggressive. I mean, they may just go with 4 fielders on the boundary, it looks like. No, it looks like they've got 5. They got 1 in the deep as well. Solo up to Ashish. And Nick. And they're looking to play safe. Could have been a run. In most situations, it was a run. But in this case, Ashish is going to say, I'm going to stay safe and keep the strike.
Is this the first APL for Saurabh?
I think it's the second, actually. Ashish pushes it off onto the leg side. Divyam's there in the deep. Takes a 1 run. But those runs are slowly piling up. 15 for 1. We're into 2.2 overs.
This APL season is very good for Divyam this year. He has scored a lot of good runs at the good strike rate, which helped MALTON MONSOON to qualify for the quarter finals here. Or
looks like it just squeezed through for
4 runs.
Solid effort from the fielders. Divyam, and it looked like it was Ketan in the long, and they just let that one squeeze through. Looks like the replay will catch it for you here. He did get a piece of it, but that's 4 runs. 19 for 1 after 2.3. The required run rate is only 2.4, and they're sitting at 7.6, so they're in good shape right now.
Good sensible batting by both batsmen. Josh Bhai and Ashish Bhai both are recognized batsmen for this kind of ground and pitch. And big swing.
Side right in between the 2 fielders, but looks like he'll get to it. Didn't have enough to get out to the boundary. They just take 1 run there.
Yeah. Overall, good game plan. They are hitting in the gaps and taking singles and doubles, and no pressure. Very good ball.
Strong call from Josh on the off strike, saying no. He's sitting at 142 strike rate, and it looks like he's got some advice for Ashish. I'm assuming it is, let's not take any risks. Let's play safe, and let's take this one home. But it could be asking the lunch menu as well. We have no idea. Josh is going to now take the strike. So Sessional Brampton Bombers had a good round-robin play. You guys took, 2 wins?
1 win.
1 win. 1 win, a couple close matches.
Yeah, both games were very close this year.
You've been
We
playing
had
APL
good players.
since,
2012.
2012, so this would be your 10th probably, because during COVID we had a couple off.
Yes. 10th
Um,
season. A lot
You
of
guys-
memories started in 2012 in the ground behind Mandir. Played there for a couple of years.
we switched to the
Then
indoor
switched-
format into 2014,
2014.
and you guys raised the cup in 2016.
16. 2014 was, I think, BC Lions.
Absolutely, I promise I didn't pay him to say that. It was the BC Lions. First time we played indoors, we went clean sweep 6-0, but most of the matches were only
Wow.
won by 1 or 2 runs. So this is the format that you cannot take every ball. Every ball is important. You can't take it for granted. We've seen teams not be able to chase 35, 40 runs. We've seen teams pack it up in 3 overs and get 30 runs. So it's one of those formats that it's exciting all the way through. But when you got batsmen like Ashish on strike, you got Josh, this looks like it's easily in hand, knowing the batting power that Peterborough has sitting on the sidelines right now.
Yeah.
Their captain, vice captain, manager,
All three of them.
as well. All three can put up numbers. But we've seen it today. Divya, they could put up numbers and they walked out after 1 ball each. So anything is possible. There's a no.
Oh, this is Beamer straight on the head. Just by handled it well. This will be a free hit. It's another chance for Jasbhai to uplift his strike rate.
And he does push it to the straight, but it's only going to be 1. Oh, would have been a run out if that was directly on the stumps. Ketan in motion through that directly there. That was a good fielding effort.
Yeah. One thing I noticed since 2012, Anandbhai, is that APL is one of the median or one of the cricket, like those cricket tournament where we make a lot of friends, we make a lot of relations, which are lifelong, strong bonding, and helps throughout my career, and also personal life.
Absolutely, and it's funny how sport brings people together.
Harmony through sports.
Absolutely, and it's one of those things where. You don't even know the individual until you step on the field sometimes. That's a big shot, and what a catch in the deep by Divya.
Wow.
Ashish is now retired. He's heading back to the pavilion, and let's see who Peterborough sends in. It looks like they're still making a decision. We'll see who comes in. But that was a big wicket. Anything can happen. There's still 20 runs. Doesn't seem like a lot, but a couple more wickets, and it'll really put the pressure on.
18 more runs to win.
But as you were saying, the bonds formed on the field, that's something sport does that you don't know until you come experience it.
Yeah.
And the folks that are playing are all from different areas, not just locally in the GTA, but also back home. They would have never crossed paths, but they come on the field and become one as far as the team goes. And that's the beauty of sport, right?
Absolutely. There are friends and become very close and almost living like brothers. There are 2 brothers who connected through APL, came to Mandir, did all the years. They were very close with all Santosh and Guru Hari. They lived together. Their family lived together in one house under one. So that's the special. We don't see that outside anywhere.
No, absolutely. As Darshan continues his first over, couple dot balls. This is the 3rd delivery of his over. And he is picking that spot, and that ball is just not bouncing on the offside, and he's really picking it perfect length, perfect line. And it looks like Josh is going to have to make an adjustment. If not, he should just let this over go.
Yeah, they can afford to have a couple of even 1 or 2 maiden overs.
With APL, there's no LBWs. And so, if he really wanted to play defensive, which he clearly doesn't, he hits that right into the scorer's box. I apologize, Josh. You don't want to play defensive. Go ahead and hit your 6s, my friend. That was a big 6, dead straight down the field. Would have hit the side screen if we had one. Almost hit us.
Yeah, 1 feet below the pillar and straight to our face.
We'll definitely talk to him after. Just leaves a shoe and the bat. A shoe and the bat, folks. He leaves those at the crease.
He's using every single his body part to make sure he cross the line and get 1 run. 11 runs to win. 11 more runs. Very good ball.
Good variation, to be honest. It's a very nice variation from Darshan Bhai.
Yeah, but someone like Vivek Bhai, who played the first ball of his inning, judged that slow ball and placed it very nicely for 1 run.
That's true. Darshan finished his first over with 8 runs. 6 of those came from 1 stroke. Other than that, it was a pretty tight over.
Yeah. 10 more runs to go.
Hemang Bhai bowled 1 over 4 runs earlier and picked up a wicket.
Very good shot. Very sensible batting here by Jashbhai and Vivek by both. They know that they need only 9 runs now.
Vivek seems like a strong batsman actually. Like very steady ground shots. He's playing really nice.
And lofted shot, and Amit Jivani caught the ball catch with one hand. Very good reflection catch.
Extra style points for Amit Jivani.
Just by
Sends just by attacking.
scored 19 runs. Very valuable 19 runs in just 16 balls. These are very, very critical runs, especially in this low scoring game.
Hats off to the camera crew, to be honest. Catching that and being able to adjust. We are definitely not professionals here, but they are making it look and feel very professional as they track the ball, and we keep stepping up here.
Hamang by 2 wickets so far. Ooh, almost got the third one here.
New batsman is Nitya Desai.
And I think
Uh-oh.
that's another wicket.
He must have been outside the crease.
Yeah.
Nitya. Now he's going to be really far outside the crease as he walks back. That's a tough one. Doesn't look like Peterborough was ready, but looks like they've sent their next batsman in already.
Next batsman is Smith Patel from Rampton.
He's a lefty batsman too. Those lefties are always pesky. It's hard to continue adjusting your field, but looks like Malton's going to keep it as is right now.
Smith Bhai has a big fan base in Brampton. He's very, very famous guy in our Yoko group. He's also president of our club for the Sheridan College.
He's got a fairly unique stance, keeps the bat high, but does pack a punch, it looks like. Just pushes it off onto his onside. Picks up a quick 1 run. 34 for 4. Looks like, in my opinion, they're going to pack this up probably even before 7 overs, I think, are complete.
Yeah. 7, 8 runs. Oh, very good chance there, but ball just bounced right before Yogin Bhai's leg. And that's the end of the over.
Let's see if they can pick up 8 runs in this over and hold to my prediction of 7, but looks like they're well in the driver's seat, as everybody is aware. Amit's still trying to keep boosting his team up and set them up. It looks like they're going to go with Darshan again. He had the 1 over with the 8 runs. Just 1 6 caught in that one.
You never know.
Okay.
So
You
that's a
definitely do
6.
know that's a big
Smith.
6. Good little sweep shot there.
You're right. This game might be over in this over. 2 runs needed.
Don't know what's in the breakfast for everyone, but it looks like these matches are going quick. Usually we're pretty tight in the playoffs.
Yeah. Most of these playoffs games were low-scoring games too. Batting first, trying to hit big shots, get out early wickets. Low-scoring game, second, chased successfully.
Don't forget the pressure. That's the key. You come in the playoffs, everybody had a good night's sleep. They pictured that first ball. They pictured what they're going to do. And, you know, most of them have succeeded, but there's been some that have unfortunately been caught out.
Very specially positioned fielder here by Amit Bhai. Not a deep cover, not a cover, but kind of 45-yard and perfectly straight into his hands, Saurabh Bhai.
I mean, he's got years of experience, right? He's been a captain for quite some time. Always seems to field a competitive team. I don't think there's been many years where his team was one where, you know, you thought that they were not going to make the playoffs from the first bit. Yeah. Always seems to be competitive.
They won all 3 their group games and qualified as the top 4 teams. I remember MALTON MONSOON, we played with them final in 2016. They were very competitive. They won all their games all the way till final. And in final that was a low-scoring game as well. But yes, Malton has been very competitive team all
But
these years.
if you look at that, it looks like Malton's going to be sent packing with a 3-0 record in the round-robin play. It shows you that that's not the end-all and be-all. Our friends from Cambridge are also on the sidelines with us, so it's not about just winning the matches; it's the consistency.
Yeah, and every game is unique. Every ball is unique. Game can change in just 1 over. 1 run to win. Seems like Divya Bhai have a big fan base here. A lot of Shahid boys are here to cheer him up.
And he ends the game
A winning shot.
with a 4. He's holding his smile back. But extremely happy. Peterborough's really happy. Looks like they've packed this one up. Well played by both teams. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Saishnu, for joining me in the box. We'll see you guys in the next match. Have a good one, guys.
Take care, everyone.